can't you be a simple Southern gentleman, like the dude from The Last of Us? You gotta be some kind of...
I don't know if he was a gentleman. It's more of a survivor.
Alright, what episode is this?
149.
Romo, holler.
149!
We could have been the first video podcast, but someone in the
150.
crew... Someone in the crew doesn't want to watch for 150, I'm not gonna feel like being on video.
These guys are...
Petty.
Oh, wait. Can't do that?
I
Cancel?
don't know, he did it. Alright, what is this episode gonna be about?
Multitasking.
Yeah, multitasking.
All
How
right.
it's good and bad.
Our opinions of it, and basically, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Pros and cons.
One of y'all two want to start off?
Dads and moms. So multitasking, what it is, what's the definition of it? So it's like doing two things at once.
Yeah, I'm trying to do more than one thing.
At one time.
So I like it whenever, like I don't do it all the time. It's like certain times, right? Like if I'm at work, I try not to do it. I try to focus on the moment and focus on that. Because if I'm multitasking too much, it just takes, it's just makes life a little harder. But when I'm like, say I'm washing the dishes, and I listen to a podcast or watch a podcast while I'm washing the dishes, it's pretty tight.
Yeah, it helps pass the time when you do that. Like doing chores, shit like that? Yeah, for sure.
I love multitasking with chores, putting on some music while I clean and shit. You know, chief it up a little bit, have fun while I'm fucking
Make it a whole event.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Like in the movies.
I do that same thing. But for me, I like to listen to an audiobook whenever I'm chilling. I'll be playing like certain games or whatever on my Xbox or on my PlayStation. I'll either listen to an audiobook or listen to something while I'm sitting there playing. Because some games that I play, it's just like I don't need that much thinking power to use,
right.
but listening to these audiobooks gives me something to do with my hands.
Definitely. That's tight. You're also kind of learning while you're having fun.
I also did that whenever I was working too.
Yeah, like when my son goes to the gym, he takes some headphones. Like I think most people have to work out with music, right?
Mm-hmm.
It really helps them. Yeah. I mean, I gotta listen to something, whether it's a podcast or some music. A few times that I do exercise. Sometimes I can do it silent, but that's like you gotta be fucking motivated to just do it, just all in your own thoughts and shit.
Yeah, it's kind of weird. I've had to do that. It's kind of like, oh my god.
It's an interesting feeling. It's good practice.
And it's gonna sound really stupid, but the truth is that sometimes when you do that, and if you listen, you can actually hear your body. You can hear your muscles. When you're doing a movement, you figure out, oh, this is how that moves. Oh, this is why this hurt. You know what I'm saying? You get to focus more on that. Like I said, you turn on the music, listen to your body a little more.
Mm-hmm.
I also love working out with music, but because lately I've been so focused on trying to recover from certain things. You know what I'm saying? I really have just focusing on the body and trying to hear it. And honestly, I think I've got though. I see a benefit from it. But I also like today. Hopefully I get a workout in, I'm gonna have some music on probably. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like when I shower and I do it like a quiet shower without no music or nothing or no podcast playing. It's good, but it's like a lot of ruminating, which I don't know if that'll be in a future episode or not, but sometimes that's bad, but sometimes it's good because you can figure shit out, or you go over something, or you resolve something, or figure something out, just for some reason. It's a very meditative state in the shower.
Yeah, it is. I personally, I multitask a lot. I'm pretty old, so I've been multitasking for a long, loving time. And I started to, you read some studies. I would read some studies as I was, growing up about like how it's not good and blah blah blah. But I was like, man, fuck that. But now that I've gotten older, like I've learned to, I guess, slow things down. You know what I'm saying? Slow things down. And that has also helped me realize that, multitasking is actually not good for the brain. You're dividing up your attention, so you're dividing up your focus, so you never really build focus, And if you get used to always splitting up your focus and always having to have your focus split, then you become one of those people who becomes a dopamine addict. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to have something to satisfy you every second. You have to be doing something every freaking second, or you're bored, or you're stressed, or you're anxious. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I think there can be a balance, but oftentimes that's the extreme outcome.
yeah, I
And
feel
it does happen to a lot of people.
yeah, you know, like just
Because I like to balance it, but I know what you mean. Because I mean, yeah, because I the way I picture it is you're not putting your 100% to it. If you split, you have, let's say your brain is 100%, which we don't even use that much, but if you're listening to music, that's 50%. If you're playing a game, 50%. If you're talking on the phone, then it drops everything down to like 30%. You know, because it's like it just keeps getting less and less the more that's going on, and then
it's like look, your iPhone, my bad, your cell phone, right? The more shit you have open, the apps, the more the battery drains.
Yeah.
I mean, that's basically you, bro. The more shit you be trying, the more tabs you got open at one time,
Right.
the more apps you got open at one time, the more you're burning yourself out. You know what I'm saying?
multitasking in a bad way is also multi-thinking. Like, so you're at work, and then you start thinking about outside shit. And I know it's hard to not do, but that's the goal is to stay in the moment.
That's where you train that's where you train your focus. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying, bro.
And
You train your
it
focus.
really makes the day go by better, smoother when you're just like in the moment and not worried about a million. Like, I can worry about that shit when I need to worry about it.
Yeah.
To be able to prioritize and like, well, let me close that tab for now.
Yeah,
Leave that tab
it's
open.
the equivalent, the physical, like the equivalent of like we always say, you can't dwell on the future and just regret the past. You know, you gotta be here now. Yeah, bro. Like, you're totally ignoring the fact that there's something going on right now. You're not living. You're just, you know, you're not here right now.
You're in some kind of like non-living state.
Yeah.
Constant.
Which is what we have a lot of right now around the world.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Zombies.
Yeah. You wanna call them that?
Zombies that ghost people. Everybody's a spooky animal now. Like, only go out at night.
Yeah.
Werewolves in the clubs. Frankenstein's getting features done on their face.
Like for eating too. Like I used to always have to have something like
Watching TV while eating.
Not well. That was when I was a kid. When I was a kid.
Yeah.
But I realized like in my mid-20s that like, hey, that's not good to do. You know, you can actually gain weight because you don't really feel the food you're eating, and you know it's just not good. You know.
Definitely, if you're not in control,
Yeah.
you can get away from me. Because what I do like to do when I get off work, when I get my food ready, I sit down and I'm eating, and while I'm like listening to a podcast, I throw on a chess match, and while I'm eating, I'm playing chess. And so I feel like whenever I play chess and I'm focused on it, I'm even better because sometimes I win, sometimes I lose when I'm multitasking. But it's just like another way of, because you never know. Like, sometimes something might happen and you just have to have that task will not close. There's like a fucking looming task that for some reason you gotta do a reset and you can't reset right now or something.
I feel you.
But it's fun to me.
I feel you.
Like, Romo, like, he's half sleeping, half listening to us right now. so he's
Multitasking. And he's gonna hurt his neck doing that.
Why you say that?
I mean, his neck's just dangling.
I look like,
He needs some neck support.
do you want to put my arm right here or something?
Oh yeah, put your arm around me.
Yeah, I personally.
That's multitasking.
I personally have learned that, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, while eating, also, it's good to just focus on the chewing and the eating of the food and the processing of it, you know what I'm saying? Like once again, it's like listening to your body, you know what I'm saying?
Really living in the moment.
Yeah, you know? Honestly, I know I eat a lot less now that I do that, you know? Because I used to, and I probably will do it every once in a while still. I'll throw a book, a story on, or audio book, a lecture on while I'm eating, but I might just stick to that while I'm doing chores and watch, you know, shit like that, you know, just because yeah, you know, like, I realize that I need to learn to focus on solely the task I'm doing at one time, you know? Because where we go wrong is when you get piled up too much and you try to do everything at once.
And then your computer crashes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Be a good animation. TED Talk thing. Nah, but I was gonna say going to the movies and then making a move on your girl. Multitasking in a good way. You know what I mean? Netflix.
I
and
mean, you
chill.
definitely misses a movie. I once got a hand job during one of the X-Men movies, and
Which one?
I'm not gonna say.
No, which hand?
What do you mean?
Nah,
which-
just kidding,
I'm not gonna say. It was in the theater, and I'll tell you what, I don't remember that movie. I remember I went and made out. I remember I went and saw the movie 10,000 BC when it came out in
That movie's
theaters.
wild.
And I went and made. And I don't remember a bit of it because I was making out with this chick in the top fucking row.
I saw that movie with my dad
It was good. It was
and
good.
my cousin. It's hilarious.
10,000 BC.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the same damn movie. We're not thinking about the same damn movie at
You talking
all.
about the one with Jack Black?
No. No.
That was hilarious.
No. I was not.
I think that was just called BC.
Yeah, I thought I was
You
talking
talking about the one where nobody talks and it's a lion and or a dude and he's like about to attack that saber-tooth tiger in the video?
Maybe.
It's like a
Bro,
Disney-
I don't remember this movie. I'm telling you, it wasn't a Disney movie.
I did that during the 2007 Ninja Turtle movie, the
Yeah.
animated movie,
Yeah.
and I didn't watch it until later on when I got older because I didn't missed it. When we hooked up in
Like trying to people are gonna have to learn the hard way.
there.
but man,
Ooh, multitasking while driving is probably the worst thing to do.
yeah, before you interrupt me.
My bad.
You know what I'm saying? People are gonna have to learn the hard way, but being on your phone and driving are horrible. Horrible. You know what I'm saying?
Well, we're in the same wavelength.
Why? Could you copy what I was gonna say? What?
I said it before you.
You stole it out of my mouth
Whoa.
like a freaking eagle taking a. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's dangerous. It is. You gotta just focus on fucking driving.
Also, like, while sitting, you need to really be focused on, like, cause see, look, here's what we do: we'll start talking, or we'll start doing something, and our necks will not be supported. You know what I'm saying? Like lately, I'm finding out that neck health is incredibly important, not just for your neck, but the rest of your body. You know, remember
Your spine.
everything's connected. Yes, your cervical area, period. Right? It's a key component. You know, and you need to learn to take care of that. And I had
We've
to,
had it since we were sperm.
yeah, and I've had to learn the hard way, but you know what? I really hope that no one else has to learn the hard way. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to learn how to
It's
always.
because you're always lifting shit too, right, for work?
That's true too. Oh, that's true. You know. So, but yeah,
It's a big strain.
I honestly think that damn, you lost me there.
Do you listen to stuff at work?
Hell
Or work?
yeah, audio.
So you
books.
multitask. That's kind of dangerous. But it'd be boring if without it, right?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I didn't really start bringing music in till I had already kind of learned the job anyway.
You're confident.
Yeah,
in
if
your
I was a
ability.
new hire running around with music on, yeah, that's dangerous. I'll probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, there was this dude in my so I guess you can call my stepdad's job because he works at the dump. And some dude had some headphones and he didn't know that somebody was like driving one of those smushy things.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
squished him, bro. He was like 20 something years old. He fucking died.
that's a terrible story.
Because of the fuck wearing headphones at work. Some dude got squished.
That's
This nigga just,
Oh, wow.
this dude just woke up. He got squished by one of those, like, you know, those rolly things for the trash?
Mm-hmm.
Because he was wearing headphones and he didn't hear it.
Damn.
like the ones that like the giant one. Oh my god.
Can you imagine? Like on Roger Rabbit, but you're.
I would hate to have to be people on the scene and see
Whoa,
that. You know, like
dramatic.
your stepdad saw that.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
That's
He
fucked
might
up.
have.
That's fucked up.
He's not the type of person that he would, like, expand on it. He would just be like,
I feel you.
let's let it go.
That's what you cooking there, buddy. See, bad idea to multitask.
That's a bad time to do it. With your children, it's bad. You want to focus on your kids. I could. There is a difference.
God, bro,
Like when
yeah.
parents try to be on their
On
phones
their
while they're with
phone
their kids,
all the time. You know what I'm saying?
it does take away from it.
And it's a monkey see, monkey do thing. If you
100%.
distract yourself on the day with the freaking phone, what do you think your kids are gonna want to do? They're gonna want to
Yeah.
do the same thing as you.
Yeah. It's as much as we're like do what we say, not what we do. Kids will emulate us before usually. They emulate the adults before they ever listen to them.
We'll talk.
You know? Even if it's not your parents, but like we emulate adults, which is crazy. But yeah, what's another multitasking?
What we at? I don't know. I feel like
14.
hey man. I mean, they're not all. They're
You're
not.
still gonna go, even though you're asleep right now.
There's not really much to say. That's what tires you out when you try to multitask. You tire yourself out.
Well, we're not multitasking right now, though.
No, but like if you do that, it drains you.
Mm.
Because you try to focus on too many things and your mind you tire yourself out.
Yeah, that's what he said earlier.
It is.
Yeah. That's all good. That's tight.
That's great that he understands the concept.
Yeah. Wait, I got something. Let me see.
So we're balancing on.
So when I was driving with my son, right, teaching him to drive, I started like talking to him about girls. Yeah, and I was like,
You're really distracting him now.
I know.
He's
But-
still new to that driving.
Well, I know. I didn't do it a lot. I just did a little bit. I was like, hey, that's practice because when you have people in your car, they're gonna just fucking, He's good at focusing, and they're not gonna, I got
He's
quiet.
looking at friends like
For the
me,
most
that
part.
always fucking him.
Ah! Oh shit!
Let's do 10 and 2.
Is this 10 and 2? Yeah.
10 and 2? Oh yeah.
But I think they changed.
3 and 9?
Is that what they changed it
I
to?
don't know.
It's something. It's never supposed to be one though.
We'll talk about the steering wheel position just in case.
People. I would hope that most of the people I listen to is probably
You're
driving.
like, I would hope the Odd Pod fan base has enough, iotas in their brain to figure that one out.
Nah, I don't think they're kids listening to us, so they probably don't know. But everybody who's like around our age knows 10 and 2.
What?
10 and 2.
Our age is pretty varied.
10 and 2.
Yeah, man.
Like when Romo will try to like, I don't know. I can't think. I can't even think of an example.
Multitest. Oh, well, we had this discussion before, but we didn't have it on mic. So during sex, I say it's multitasking, like when you're smashing and you grab titty or you rub clit while you're doing. You're like, nah,
Why-
it's all
why-
part of the same action.
I had
It's
a
not
thought. I had a
multitasking.
thought too, and then you took it out. When you brought that up.
Oh,
Fuck,
okay.
I had one. Damn. Nah, it wasn't.
Or
meant to
you're
be.
eating the cat and you just finger
Oh.
two at the same time. Multitasking. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, like when you edit the podcast, you know what I'm saying? Like I bet sometimes you do other shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm probably listening to a podcast.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to do something specific, I gotta pause everything and just focus.
Yeah.
Like when I'm trying to make a clip or something, which is, I did a clip on our fish scale, on the fish scale part.
And I got so many views.
A
Who the
lot.
fuck kept listening to that?
No, it's different people.
I guess it sounded funny or something. That was good. I don't
And then
know.
we're talking about, fish scales. So.
Yeah.
And the way, whoo. And then I did one about the flossing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one got a few. But shorts, man, people
Oh,
people are always
That's where it's
multitasking.
at. That's where it's
Yeah.
at. I realized that too. For a lot of the YouTube channels I've started that I listened to before or watched before that were long instructional videos, now they're putting and then they're shortening everything to like.
Well, they have the shorts.
Yeah, they're making
It's
shorts.
like TikTok or something.
Yeah, they're putting out shorts. It's crazy.
Which I don't listen to shorts.
I'm not
really.
gonna lie, bro. So some of them are pretty damn good.
Some of them are great.
because they get to that point. You're like, oh, I wish I didn't find this so good. You know, I don't want to be that kind. I don't want to get into this habit. You know.
It's like
I think that's why it's a good thing that I still read books. You know, like on the regular. You know,
I think
'cause
reading is important.
reading a
Doing stuff
book-
with actual papers.
Reading a book, you got to read everything: the plot, the beginning, the middle, the end, the build up, the character development. You can't just. I'm not gonna get to this. You know what I'm saying?
And you get to hold it, and that's all this is. This is one book. This is not. I can't also go to Facebook.
I can't just close it and then look at something. It's like, I'm like,
Right.
yeah, you're right. I
And
can
just
focus
go,
on this damn book.
This is it.
If I put it down, I'm just gonna be sitting there. You know
And
what
it's
I'm
that's
saying?
its importance, yeah. And it's like a whole different. That's going away, which is pretty crazy.
Sure is.
Yeah, people aren't gonna be able to focus that much sometimes.
We're there.
Yeah.
They can't focus at all. Look at what?
I mean, I gotta train myself not to like multitask when I'm driving.
Yeah, you do.
You know.
I do too.
So it's a constant battle. What other things? Do you ever like dance while you're shopping or?
Dance on the shopping? I don't think I've done that before.
No?
But
I don't like being on my phone all the time.
Yeah,
My mom's
that's-
always on her phone
yeah, that me too. Yeah.
all the
Yeah,
time.
everything you just said is real talk. My mom's always on her phone, and I've tried really hard to break the habit of always being on your phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's sometimes it's really hard, but you know what? I
Really?
think yeah.
I don't like being on my phone. But she has a little Bluetooth, and there's always a family member she can call, and it's always calling, and always gossiping. And,
Yeah.
you know, I love them, but, you know, she can just talk.
Yeah, I can't do that.
It's crazy, bro. Or, like, some people, like, young people.
You know, my bad. For some people, like, for example, moms, it's kind of unavoidable that you have to multitask. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. Oh, especially for, like, yeah, moms.
Yeah.
When you gotta feed the baby and cook at the same time and jack your man off so he doesn't beat you.
Oh my God.
Wow.
That's just in the 50s,
Welcome
right?
to Mesquite, Texas.
Wow,
Yeah,
Mesquite. You mean Garland?
Nah, get out of here.
Nah, welcome to Arlen.
Nah.
It's not even a real place. Nah, I'm just kidding, guys, obviously.
Nah.
But
On
seriously.
that note,
But seriously, that's 20.
that's solid.
We made it. We stretched it.
Alright. Chris's inappropriate comment stretched it out, so that's what's up, y'all.
Hopefully we get a spike in views because if you made it to the very end, you earned that joke.
Oh my God.
And you're a real person.
And I woke up.
Yeah.